Alright, good morning. So, since we're not doing much at the start of the year, I figured why not just do like a regular Saturday with me. So, Caitlin's working today, so I have a few bits that I need to get done, and I just thought I'd bring you along for the ride. But the first step is breakfast. The AeroPress for making the coffee is the best thing in the world. It's like a cafetiere, but 10 times easier to clean and to do. I would recommend them every day. So, scrambled egg on toast. That's what I'm going to have today. So, let's get cracking, literally. And there you have it. Breakfast is served. So I will go and eat this and then we'll see what we get up to in the day. Now breakfast is done. I've just sorted out a load of washing. So next job, as you can probably tell, it's time to go to the gym. I normally go on a Friday and a Sunday on the weekends, but I didn't go yesterday because I had a bit of a busy Friday, so Saturday it is. Let's hope it's not too busy because normally it's dead on a Friday. But we'll find out. Probably not going to record anything in the gym. It's a bit awkward. Not that person who films at the gym, so I'll see you when I'm back. Right, back from the gym. It was quite a heavy leg day today, so my legs are definitely feeling it now. But now it is 11 o'clock, if you can see that, 5 to 11. I've just got some house chores to do, so we're going to do that. I mean, not much inside, it's more outside. I've got a load of logs to split up today, so that's my plan. I also have a few other bits to do, but we'll see where I get with them. Alright, so now I just start splitting the wood, as you can see. There's plenty of it, so it's going to take me a long time to actually get through all this. This is how long, so I split a little bit a few weeks ago, probably about an hour's worth. I've got way more wood here than what will fit in here, so... But once I get this full, I can actually tidy the garden because it's a tip right now and it's doing my head in, but there's no point in tidying it up just to come out and make a mess when I actually get this wood split, so... I'm gonna make a start on this. I'm using the Fiskars X27. I like the longer reach that it has compared to the X25. I feel like you can just just get through most stuff in one, unless it's really naughty. There was one piece I had the other day that I just could not get through. But yeah, I'll make a start. The question is where I can actually put this to be safe, because sometimes if you just don't quite hit it right, because I don't do a lot of splitting, so I'm not the best at it, it just flies off in a random direction. So I'm hoping that I don't destroy the tripod with this, but there's no guarantee. So I use this as a chopping block. It's a nice big piece, it weighs a ton, so I don't move it much from there. So hopefully when I get this done I can shove it somewhere out of the way. Forget about it. So like there's pieces here that there's already a crack in, so if I aim for those cracks, that'll be a nice easy split. So the way I do it, you line up your axe so you see where you need your footing to be, clear where you stood, and just so yeah, that splits that perfectly in half. This will take a bit of drying, but I think by winter time it should be fine. God, that is soaked, that's slippy. So also if I'm picking bits up, I'll chuck it in the barrow, and then just when I need a break from chopping, I stack. I don't really have a specific size, I just sort of whatever looks right. I don't like too big pieces because it doesn't fit our fire, it's only a small fire. I don't know, there's something so therapeutic about this. It's just purely a physical task. You don't have to think, it's just, I can pass hours doing this without even thinking about it. I just love doing it. Didn't even need to go to the gym this morning. I could have just come out here and done this all day. Oh, a good hit. See what I mean, where stuff just flies everywhere. But like stuff like that probably would fit in on its own, but I'll probably just split that in half if I can. See, I'm not the best. But there's a nice crack down the middle, so if I hit that, then it'll just go. Alright, not quite the middle. Try again. That's better. I prefer the big pieces, you can't miss them. If you miss them, then you are doing something wrong. Some people use a tyre, you know, just to split big rounds like this, so you split it and it can't go anywhere, but I've got such a random of sizes and stuff, I don't know, it's another thing to clutter the garden that I don't need. Sometimes I end up getting a bit too close like then and struck it with the handle rather than the blade. Oh, I thought that went in the barrow. So I say I could do that again if I wanted to. See, that size probably also would be okay, but I prefer them a little bit smaller. So I need to have a lot of small pieces to get the fire going as well. Split that one in half. On the other hand, it's nice to have big pieces because when you get it in your fire, it just burns for like, if it's going well and you've got your drafts on, it burns for like an hour, hour and a half if you don't have to think about it. I prefer the small pieces still. This one could take a bit of doing. This is a big one. There you go, it's going. If you tack it from the outside round, that's the weakest point. And the idea is if you get a crack started, if you carry it all the way along, it'll just go eventually. Anyway, you saw the movement on that. And my French. So if I go down there, break it up a bit more. Just come off the edge. There we go. There's a big knot there. Bizarre. Really, it's not. Yeah, it's definitely not. Oh, and stop hand. Hitting with the handle. That is not good for the axe. Yeah, so I think, like most people, we're just having a quiet start to the year, so we've got a lot of stuff coming up later on in the year, but that's why I started bringing you along for this normal, just regular old Saturday. Also we've got Disney coming up, we're going to Rome, we're going to London this year, so we've got 3 trips coming, and we have other stuff to do outside when the weather gets nicer, because you can't do much outside when it's 2 degrees. I mean, you can, but it's not the most enjoyable thing, at least for us. So, hopefully you're looking forward to that stuff. I think we mentioned it in the New Year video. At least the way I tackle it is just outside in to the middle of these rounds. I mean, a lot of this is ash that's come from a tree that was dead standing. We got the wood from. Christ. A friend of ours, so he's a tree surgeon. So we got it for pretty cheap. It just means I've got to chop it up, and it's a lot easier than buying the wood. Like, that's such an expensive way of buying the wood now, it's ridiculous. But I also appreciate not everyone has the ability to be able to get rounds like this and split them up. I mean, I did look at a hydraulic splitter, but it's nothing to store this thing. Bit of exercise, I'm young, I can do it. Come on. Made a mess of that one. Got there in the end. That's sort of max size of what I'm looking for. I'm just putting these. It's so satisfying, you know, when you just smash straight through one. Oh, I'd probably do as long, to be fair. I think that twisted a bit. That wasn't great. I have no idea what that is on there. That looks disgusting. Might even be a... I don't know, it almost looks like a mushroom. At the top side of one. No idea. But that's enough to do as a piece. Oh, that were handy. It's a double split. Once again, I think that was a bit of a handle strike. Not ideal. Need to split in there. Right, I'm going to crack on. I'm just going to run a time lapse for a little bit, see how much of this I can get through. This is where I'm at right now. I'm hopefully going to clear at least to here, get all that clear, and then I'll start stacking it, and then yeah, go from there. Alright, made a decent amount of progress. I'm just going to take 10 minutes to go and check on something I'm doing in the house. But just saw on this bit of bark, you can see that's the, that's the bark on the outside. So that's the beetle that kills the ash trees basically. It gets in under the bark and it basically just infects it and drains all its resources from it. So it's sad, but the way to contain it is to cut the trees down, separate any good trees from the bad trees, so there's less contagion risk. So yeah, at least this way we're still making use of the wood, because other than that it's, I don't know what else it could be used for. Maybe you could make some actual logs out of it and go into a mill, but it's not exactly the tidiest bits of wood. There's some nice round pieces, but there's some all over the place. But yeah, so go check on what I'm doing in the house, come back, probably stack this up and then crack on again. Right, just had a little break, so I'm going to get this stuff stacked, see how far we get, because obviously I'm nowhere near filling this right now, but if I keep an eye on how much is getting filled, then I don't run the risk of having loads of wood split with nowhere to store it, because that's not what I want. It's easier to store in around, even though it doesn't look the best, but if I can get this full, give it a couple months, wait for us to burn through that, fill the rest of that up, and then I can tidy the garden fully and then ready for spring, and then we can bring out some gardening stuff too. So let's get stacking. So to some it might seem counterintuitive to fill up the wheelbarrow and bring it over here because it's handling it twice, but it's just easier once you're here, so you're not up and down all the time. So I'm doing this backwards now. Just realised. Oh well. There's a bit of a fine art to stacking, and it's finding the right piece in the right place. It's like a big game of Tetris, basically. Because if you don't get the right piece in the right place, you end up with it sloping forward, sloping back, and then it just all collapses. If you stack it neatly, you can get a lot more in. Also, the more I can get in, the more that I can clear. Win-win. So the key to it is to get your, same with everything, if you're building something, get your foundations right. If you start with a level base and work up, it's a lot easier. If you don't get your base right, it's a nightmare. I also start with these corners, you see how it's like crisscrossed, so some going that way, some going that way, and then up in the top, which gives you a nice stable edge to work with. And then you can sort of stack it a bit looser in the middle, which allows you to just stack it a bit quicker. So and you can see on the inside of the wood, the inside of the bark where the beetles crawl, or the worm. I don't know if it's worm or a beetle, but I think it's a beetle. Move you to that side. There you go, it's more natural for me to stack. So you see here where I've got it starting to slope, so this is what I need to fix. So if anything, I want it to lean slightly back, because there's a back, which is the garden fence, but there's a back to this, where if it's forward, then there's a risk of it falling forward, falling out, and then you get to a point where it's like all interlocking each other, and if a bit in the middle falls out, everything falls out, and it's a nightmare. I've had that happen once before. Not a fan. as you can see, it's just a case of finding the right piece and finding the right piece for the right place, putting the right piece in the right place. Obviously in a perfect world they'd be split to the exact same size and they'd all interlock together, but it's part of the beauty, having it all different. Nearly halfway. Right, that's all that, apart from that massive piece, which I might save that for an outside fire when the weather gets a bit nicer in the chimney here, but I'm going to get that full, I think. by the time I get to that point I said I wanted to get to, I don't think we'll be far off filling that, which is nice, because then probably next weekend I can start clearing up out here a bit and then actually making it a nice place again, and then we'll come the spring, pressure wash it, probably move some of that crap up the top end, get it out of the way for now at least, and then yeah, go from there. So I probably just going to do some of this off camera now, and then I'll bring you back once I've got it full. Right, it's now 20 past 1. I've just stopped for a bit of lunch. My energy levels are definitely dropping now, but I managed to get enough split to where I wanted to. I'll show you. So just gotta stack all that stuff up when I've eaten my lunch. So for lunch we don't have much in, so peanut butter on toast, and I have a protein shake as well, because I forgot to have one after I came back from the gym. So yeah, I'll bring you back when I've stacked all that and see where we get to the rest of the day. Alright, that's lunch finished, so now heading back out, gonna stack that wood, show you when it's done. Alright, I've got all that stacked now. It hasn't quite filled it, but we're not far off. And we've got all that wood left, so I didn't realise quite how much we had. We've got a couple of years worth there, so I'm knackered. I'm gonna finish cutting this for today, come back next weekend and then have a bit of a tidy up around here, and then probably a month or two fill up the other log store, the other half of the log store back up to full, and then yeah, we're good, prepared for next winter, at the end of this winter, which is always a nice place to be, because then the wood's got all summer to dry, and I've never had any issue with wet wood as long as I get it processed in time. So happy days. I'm gonna relax for a bit now because I am absolutely shattered. I'm just gonna watch some stuff, probably have a coffee, and then we'll see where I get to. I don't think there'll be that much more going on today. We are going to Caitlin's parents for tea for an early celebration of Caitlin's mum's birthday, which will be nice. Looking forward to that. And then that'll be it. We won't bring the camera along there though. It'll just be a little family get together, so there's nothing really to record there. Alright, so I've chilled out quite a bit this afternoon. I just watched some stuff whilst I was finishing. A little sneak peek. That's another little project I've been on with today, which will be in maybe the next video. It depends how long I take to get them done. You'll see it's taken me quite a long time to actually get on with these, but yeah, so I'm going to wrap it up there. As you can see, I'm now out of my work clothes, in with my normal clothes, and we will be heading out for Caitlin's mum's early birthday party. It's not a party, I suppose, it's a celebration. We're going around and having some food and just having a bit of a get together. I keep looking at the wrong lens. I'm looking at the screen, not the lens. It would annoy me, so I'm going to work on that. But yeah, I just want to show you the cake that she's made and how good that looks. I'm not going to take it out of the fridge because knowing my luck, I will end up dropping it or ruining it. This is probably one of the best cakes she's ever made, decorating wise. It looks so good. It's a carrot cake. But yeah, so that'll be it for this one. So let me know if you like this sort of video, because this has just been very much a day of just doing whatever I'm doing on the weekend, because we haven't been doing all that much. We've been having more weekends in relaxing, especially because we've got quite a lot of travel plans this year, so we don't have as much money to do other stuff right now. So yeah, let me know, and we'll see. We can maybe make more of these if you like this sort of thing. Caitlin can do some on her days off too. So thanks for watching. If you liked it, please like and subscribe and share the video, and I'll catch you next time.